everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. Please help me welcome back to the channel, the one and only Linda G.
Hi, everyone.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Excellent.
I'm doing real good. In fact, a lot of people were having dizzy spells. I don't
Yes.
know if you suffered from that.
Yes.
And I was thinking, oh, no, not again, where, you really, and it just dissipated. It's something to do with earth changes that are going on now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That I have no doubt. In fact, I noticed the other day that I was a little, oops, sorry. I was feeling a little off, and I noticed afterwards my lips were tingling, and I thought,
Oh, that's not
different.
good.
Well, I wonder what's going on there. That they felt like they were tingling, and yeah. So
Wow.
anyway, I mean, I'm diabetic, so that
Me
might have
too.
had something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know they really worry if your feet tingle.
Yes.
How old were you when you were diagnosed as a diabetic?
I was in my very late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah, I was in like 55.
Yeah.
But after my last baby at 42, who was 10 pounds, 1 ounce, I was borderline, but I never went over that,
Yeah.
But all my tias, all my aunties were all diabetic.
Really?
Yeah. It's part of the native culture.
Yes. Yeah. And see, I was the first one in my family diagnosed as diabetic. Like we don't have a history of diabetes. And then it was, I think about maybe 12 years after I was diagnosed that my mother was diagnosed. That's when it showed up for her. So
apparently China's got the cure. Have you read that?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, China has the cure, and everybody is just going crazy over there because they have the cure. Of course, they're not going to share it with the United States because they don't like us anymore.
Yeah. It's a little tough. I was reading an article yesterday, as a matter of fact, about there is a group of U.S. travelers who have realized that they get treated a lot better when they go on holidays if they say they're Canadian. So a lot of them, yes, and it's true. It really is true that this particular lady was saying how they were in I can't remember where it is, somewhere down south on one of the islands, and there was they were waiting for a cab, and a cab showed up, and so the cab driver was asking where they were going and whatnot, and he said, oh, you're North American, and they said, yeah, we're from the US, and he said, oh, okay, goodbye. So,
yeah, they don't like us. Although somebody said I think they were in Italy, and they said they were from California, and the person said, have you ever met Gavin Newsom? And he said, yes, I have. And he said, what's he like? What's he like?
Charming.
Charming.
Totally charming. Yeah, but I just thought that was so funny to pretend that you're Canadian when yeah, just to get better treatment. But you know what? Not every American is the typical American that you see.
No, and let me tell you what, Maine and some of those high eastern states are begging Canada to come visit, begging.
Yes.
And they say, oh, hell no. They will not come visit. And they're losing money. It's just, and I feel bad for the people that work in the tour industry. I feel bad for them, but it's pretty bad.
It is because they are paying for the sins of someone else. They, they didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
And yeah, now, they're losing jobs and whatnot. And yeah.
But something
Um,
interesting last night on the news, on the local news,
uh-huh.
they were saying San Francisco is like doubling its tourism. All of a sudden, San Francisco is doing good.
Oh,
They said downtown is busy, the tourism is up, the money's flowing in. So who knows? Maybe because of Governor Newsom, maybe because they feel safer in California.
maybe
So
that, you know what? I could absolutely see that they would support the blue states,
yeah, yeah.
right? And go down there. So
Dang.
anyway, thank you to all of you who have joined us, particularly Linda's crowd. My gosh, we're at 1,140 people in here
Yay.
already. Yay.
I need to talk to Kevin Lewis too
Yes.
because him and I are doing a show. I think it's tomorrow. Yeah, I
Oh,
think it's
nice.
tomorrow. And I need to remember who's doing whose show.
Uh-huh.
I
There
don't
you go.
worry about these things till I'm right on the date. Then I look at my calendar and say, oh, I have a show where I need to sort this out because Kevin likes to do personal questions. So, Kevin, I'd like to tell people to join us tomorrow. I know we'll be live.
Yes.
So, and we like to do personal questions.
Perfect. There you go, guys. So make sure that you're A, subscribed to Linda's channel, B, you're subscribed to Kevin's channel. That
Right.
way, and make sure you hit the notifications. That way you'll be notified.
And Connie,
And
I'm
you
doing
won't
a
miss
show with Connie to introduce her book, but our show won't be live, Connie, and I'll send you a link tonight.
Oh, perfect. Oh, perfect. There you go. So thank you, all of you. Edward, thank you very much. Yeah, that is very kind and generous of you. Yes. And yeah, as long as you're subscribing to everyone else's channels, could you subscribe to mine too?
Yes.
Just
subscribe to Heart Centered Tarot.
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate it. And if you're I've been giving everyone fair warning for the last couple of weeks. If you're interested in booking a reading with me or signing up for one of my classes, please do so this month, because as of October 1st, all my prices are going up. So I've kept everything the same for the last 2 years, and unfortunately the price of everything else to do this for you for free has gone up.
Yeah.
So, it's the nature of the beast. So here you go. It's marinasheartcenteredtarot.com. Go on there, take a look, see what's available. Look at some of the testimonials.
Okay. And how long has it been since I've been on your show? It's been a while.
You know what? Yeah, I think it's probably been 4 years. I'd say 4 years.
That long?
Yeah.
Dang, girl.
I know. Who'd have thunk, right?
Somebody just wrote me and asked me about Lilac. Remember Lilac Lantern?
Yes.
She's been retired, you guys. She retired how many years ago? Maybe 4 years ago.
Yeah, I think, it has. It's been, 2 or 3 years that.
Yeah. Nothing bad. She just decided to retire.
Yeah.
She got burnt out, and I can see how she could get burnt out.
Yeah, because she was really, really in tune. Her spirit guides were always talking to her. She was, putting out a lot of content, a lot of shows, doing a lot of readings. And yeah, there's sometimes, that's just what happens.
Just got burnt out, and she's a lovely lady. So
fabulous lady. So yeah, there you go. And Artist Liz, yes, Artist Liz is looking forward to our reading on Sunday. I am too.
I think I had a reading with you too. If I recall, some years ago, I had a reading with you.
I think I want to say I think so, but honestly, I can't remember.
I think it was a good reading too. I think I was going through another health issue at that time.
Yeah, could be, because I don't know about you, but after after I've done a reading, it's gone because it's
That's
not
like me
really.
too. I don't remember. I've had, when I was still doing readings, I no longer do readings, you guys,
Yeah.
personal readings. When I got too burnt out. And when I would, some people would come back, you know,
Yes.
a lot of people like to have a reading every year or every
Yeah.
couple of months. And they say, well, you remember what you said? No, I don't remember. No
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah. No, because a lot of times what we are doing is we're channeling,
Yeah.
right? So it's not really me. I'm just facilitating the information that comes through, right? Somebody
Yeah.
is talking through my mouth. There
Yeah.
you go. Yeah. So anyway, you guys, I thought there's a few things that I thought that we
Tap
could
into.
do. Yes.
I just
And
want to bring up one little piece of information
please do.
today before I came on your show. Apparently, Ted Cruz is saying to Donald Trump can't be doing this with like what he did to Jimmy Kimmel. He says you can't start that. That's totally against the Constitution. Him
Oh,
and Josh Hawley. Yeah.
really?
I just want to tell you because isn't Cruz supposed to be a constitutionalist?
Yes.
So he's
Yeah.
saying, no,
Yeah.
you can't do this.
You know, I with people like Ted Cruz, it's like you're a day late and a dollar short.
Yeah, there's just
Like,
something about him I don't trust.
yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Mm-mm. No. No. Not interested. But maybe this is a sign of things to come. Maybe
Could be.
yeah, the
Even
rats.
Marjorie Taylor Greene is like not acting like a true Republican anymore.
I know. I know.
Well, and after what they did with the Hyundai factory in Georgia and causing all that turmoil, and Trump's over there acting like, no, you guys can stay. No, we're not
No.
coming back.
Yeah.
And
No.
all the money that Georgia's going to lose, oh, they better vote for somebody
Yeah.
else.
Yes. Absolutely. So yeah, he can't really be well, he can't be doing a lot of the things that he's doing, but for the time being, yeah, Congress is letting him. Yeah,
Well, that's who's backing him up. He
yeah.
can't be who he is if these people didn't bend and kiss the ring. But I love the fact that King Charles, while he was standing up giving this spiel, was laughing.
Yes.
He was cracking up. It was like he could hardly believe it was coming out of that guy's mouth. And this will probably be the last time I'm here. Well, what a prophet Trump is, because that will be the last time.
Exactly. Yeah. No, they're. I think Trump was almost hitting or hinting at that he was going to get like a third term. Like,
No,
oh,
he's not. It's there. Nobody will touch it. He is so disliked. They're in this bubble where they say, "Master, you are the best. You have the highest numbers," and it's all bull.
it is.
He's in this bubble that he thinks he's all that in a cup of tea. And these guys keep acting against their own interests because they're not bending or trying to placate anybody else's feelings. They don't care if you lose your food stamps or your Social Security,
Exactly.
or your ability to go to have a hospital. They just don't realize they're blowing it, and they're doing it all on their own. You guys, all on their own.
Yeah, exactly. And have you been watching any of the Kash Patel testimony or whatnot?
I saw a little bit. All he does is scream and fight back because he's guilty. As Your Honor, he's guilty.
Yes. As Judge Judy used to say, I wouldn't believe you if your tongue was notarized. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And he's all over the place. When he's confronted with a yes or no,
he can't even answer it.
No. That's when he goes to the Biden administration and Obama and they did this and they did that. And I think, dude, between Obama and Biden, there was Trump.
Yes.
What happened there? Did you forget?
Yeah.
There.
Somebody was blaming, remember when something happened in 2018? Now, I can't remember what it was, but it was when Trump was in office. For some reason, they forget.
They do.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
can't remember what it was, but they were trying to blame the Democrats. It's like somebody wrote him back and said, dude, Trump was president.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So what did you think of at Windsor Castle when those four people put up the great big
Yeah.
and it was a video. I thought it was pictures, but no, it was a video
Wow.
um, of Trump's relationship with Epstein. Entertainment purposes only, just make sure I get that out there. And yeah, it went back to I think the early 1990s.
Yeah.
And so pictures of them and pictures with Melania and pictures with other people and so on.
Yeah.
Well, apparently he didn't like that.
No, apparently the people that did that got arrested. There was four of
Yes.
them. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
They did that on behalf of Trump to
Uh-huh.
appease him. DeFace just said, Linda, MTG is not to be trusted. I believe that for
Yes.
sure. She's spreading a big fat lie that the shooter is on the left and he's Antifa, is what she's spreading.
Yes.
I would say never trust Neanderthal who wears a dress.
Yes.
I don't trust her either. She's been such a thorn and so ugly in her comments and the things she did to people.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Very, yeah. Very, very nasty
Yeah.
woman and very self-serving. So no, I wouldn't, I wouldn't believe anything that she puts out. Although over the last little while, some of the things that she has said, I know my son and I will look at each other and go, have we gotten to the point that we actually agree with something MTG just said?
I know. Sometimes she says things like, whoa, but you don't quite trust her,
No, absolutely. I'm going to come up to your reader. Okay, so one of the things that was in the news over the last day or so that I think is maybe a little important to take a look at, and that is Russia playing Russian roulette, as it were, with some of the other NATO countries. It started off where, first they sent drones, some of the drones that went into Poland, and Poland knocked them down. And, the excuse was, oops, sorry, they got off trajectory or something happened.
Yeah, because Trump isn't helping NATO. So
no. And then after Poland, Estonia has come out and said that they intercepted 3 MiG-31 fighter jets in Estonian airspace. They were there for 12 minutes and they had their transponders turned off.
Whoa, that's illegal.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. On top of that, if that isn't enough, Romania has also said that Russia had sent in drones and F-16 jets into their airspace.
Yeah, but like you said, they're playing the game because, can I tell you, they don't have the ability to fight any kind of war.
No.
They're barely making it as it is. And he's a big fraud. And when you're talking about this, I keep seeing missiles hitting Moscow. So Putin is going to be ended pretty soon. So is Netanyahu.
Netanyahu, I see him going, fairly quickly.
But when Putin's gone, then that relieves a lot of us. And Murdoch, I'm not feeling Murdoch lasting much longer. But when Murdoch goes, and then Fox News gets scattered because the kids are going to get it, Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But so I thought we might pull a few cards and see if Russia Russia desperately needs a war in order to get their economy going. So they're, trying to start shit everywhere. That's why they're going after some of the close NATO countries to see if NATO is going to respond. Trump is doing absolutely nothing, but he wants the NATO countries to stop buying Russian oil.
Well, Ukraine is blowing out all Russia's oil. You wait 8 hours in the queue now to get oil in Russia. All the Russian commentators are talking about it.
Yes.
And you can only keep 2 liters.
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, how is this going to play out over the next, let's say, over the next 3 months? I can't see it lasting more than that. I think
I just see it. Everybody thinks Russia. In fact, this guy who's a great commentator said, Russia with 100,000 soldiers, he's lying. He don't got 100,000 soldiers. He's got people who don't want to be fighting this war, and they're forcing people to the front line who are surrendering.
Yes. Yeah. So now, you know what? I get what. Why is Putin doing this? Yeah, pursuit of control. That's what he needs to. Yeah, he needs to do something. He is trying to remind other countries sort of in that are close by, like Belarus and so on, that you're on my team, right? You're part of my team. So keeping them bound by allegiance and hoping that he's going to be able to start something with one of the other countries, by getting help from Belarus, from North Korea, and so on. I don't think that it's going to work out. Like trade war. No, he's
going down. I'm telling you, he's got
going
the 5
down.
swords. 5 of swords, picking up the pieces. A battle not won.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Not going to work out very well for him.
Well, and the people around him, especially the men with money, the oligarchs,
yes,
they're really talking about taking Putin out because he's not running. The economy is just horrible. So they want him gone.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's a lot of, when he started this war, it was I'm sure with the idea that Trump was going to be reelected in 2020. So that was kind of the plan. So he jumped the gun a little bit, and things didn't go the way that he thought. And now, holy hell, what do I do? Yeah. It doesn't look good for him, and I think that it is going to be his own people that are going to take him out.
Yeah, because they're barely surviving. We're going back to the old days with nothing at the grocery store.
Exactly.
That's what's going to happen here too, a little bit.
Yes.
People are going to be upset because even right now, I'm noticing shortages at the grocery store. Things that were so easy to get aren't easy to get anymore.
Yes.
So things are getting ready to change. Buckle up and wait for it. But when people have nothing else to lose,
exactly,
they will go to the streets and battle.
Yes. Yeah, they will. They will. There a lot of the stores, especially in the US, that when Trump first started talking about all these tariffs and whatnot, they stocked up. They stocked up as much as they could. So they've been able to kind of not have to increase the prices to where they should be.
Yeah.
Well, now they're running out of stock. Now they got no choice.
Yeah.
Right. So
that's interesting.
Yeah, things are going to really go up in price.
Well,
and
things I'm going to ask you a question with the cards.
Sure.
Will SCOTUS tell Trump no with the tariffs. It's sitting on SCOTUS's desk right now.
Well,
Will they say no, it's illegal, the tariffs you're doing?
okay.
I know they'd love to give it to him because they kiss his butt, but
Yeah.
will the Supreme Court say no to tariffs by President Trump?
Okay.
Oh, he was going to make a deal. He wanted people to pay him money, and everything fell apart. Now nobody believes us. Nobody wants to deal with us. We're a laughing stock.
Yeah.
Even South Korea doesn't want to deal with us.
No. Okay. I did shuffle these cards, and I got Pursuit of Control came out again.
Okay.
And Trump wants to have control. He is being encouraged by the people around him, trusted advisors, right? No, you can do this, you can do that. When it comes to the Supreme Court, interesting, I get shifting alliances.
Ooh.
So maybe they're not going to come up with that.
I've often felt that they would say no. Even though they'd like to give it to him, I often felt they would say no. I see them holding on. They might not come out with the answer right away because the answer is not going to please him. And then, he starts talking trash about them.
Yes. Yeah.
He might get 4 people that vote in favor of his tariffs, which would be the usual.
Yeah. And so I pulled another card and I got Power Shift. I think that I will agree with you on this one. They're going to hem, they're going to haw, they're going to see which way the wind blows and whatnot. But ultimately, I don't think that they're going to give it to him.
Did you look at Katie and Proud? Breaking news. RFK's vaccine panel declined to recommend new COVID vaccines for anyone, even seniors. Yeah, whatever.
That... if we had said to some of the people that listen to us 5-6 years ago that you're going to have a government who is going to do anything and everything that they can to make sure that you are uneducated and sick, I'm sure that we would have had a lot of people who'd say, oh God, you're crazy, you're so full of it, and yeah. And yet that's exactly what they're trying to do, right? The vaccine for the kids, they're not sure about, including this smallpox vaccine in there. They're looking at maybe, maybe there might be 2 vaccines.
Well, but are they saying you can't have it, or are they just giving their recommendation?
At this time, I think it was just the recommendation.
Right, because people should still have the ability, if they want their children to be inoculated, they should be able to have it.
Yes.
But are they saying things so the insurance companies don't have to pay for it?
That was one of the things that they're looking at, is that this was their recommendation, and they haven't come out with anything specific because they said that they wanted to take a look and see how it would impact the insurance companies and so on. Wow. What impact it would have on them. So interesting. Because
those insurance companies are below the belt. They don't work on our behalf.
No.
Anything to save money. And the ones who can't get it are the ones that have no money.
Exactly. And the ones who need it the most. The ones who need it the most.
The other thing is diphtheria. I don't know when the last case of diphtheria, but they say that's a horrible way to die. It's getting diphtheria.
Yeah. Oh, there so many of these diseases that were almost eradicated, or at least they were really, and now they're on the upswing. Why are they on the upswing? Well, because parents aren't inoculating their kids. Why not? Because
they thought it caused autism, and now they find out that's not the case. They actually think women using Tylenol during pregnancy might have caused it.
Really?
Yeah. And Robert Kennedy is jumping on that.
Oh, well, naturally he would. Yeah, I can't. It's the most unqualified people are making the decisions for the vast majority of the country.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kennedy, who a worm ate part of his brain. Kash Patel, director of the FBI, it doesn't has no idea of anything that's going on in the
Never worked for the FBI. He was he's just like Hedgehog.
Yeah.
He was a personality on Fox News.
Yes. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, ridiculous.
Yeah.
But the other thing that I thought was really kind of interesting is Jimmy Kimmel. He's getting an awful lot of support from Stephen Colbert, Jon Stewart, Jimmy Fallon, and you'd mentioned that ABC wanted him back as long.
Yeah,
I think that I read
made an offer, but I think they wanted him to tone down his rhetoric, and he said, "Hell with you."
Yeah,
he's not toning down nothing.
Uh-huh.
They got something planned. I don't know what it is. Now Jimmy Kimmel can move to Italy.
Uh-huh.
He got a residency or a visa to live in Italy. These rich people can do that. We're still stuck here.
Yes.
But I'm fortunate to be. You're in Canada, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you're lucky, and I'm fortunate to be in California.
Yes.
Where they won't take away these things. They'll say, "Nah, everybody can get it. I don't mind a copay or whatever, but I'm getting my inoculations."
Yes.
And if I have any more grandchildren, I want them to have it.
Exactly. That's don't get me started on that. Especially when it's people who don't inoculate their kids, who can't understand why someone, a school administrator or someone would say, yeah, if your kid doesn't have up-to-date shots, they can't go to school here. Well, What do you mean they can't? Of course they can. No, they can't. Because it's not just, if your kid catches it, okay, that was your decision. But what about the other kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But I was saying, I think that Jimmy Kimmel should, and Jon Stewart and the rest of the boys, I think they should come up to Canada and do their show from up here. Wouldn't that be nice?
Didn't Canada offer them something?
I'm not sure. I hope they did.
A show or something? Yeah. And they say what they want.
Exactly.
He's so thin-skinned. He is like saran wrap. He's such a big baby. If you say something bad about him, he's just automatically put out because he's the president and he should be admired. He's the idiot that asked to ride in that carriage at Windsor Castle and sitting, and they're going in circles because he wanted to ride in the carriage. What an idiot. He's a grown man.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Usually those carriage rides are when they go out of Windsor Castle so that the people could see. But no, they went around inside. So
none of the people go outside because there was too many people. Too many people marching the streets.
Yeah, exactly. And they were not being very kind. They were not being very kind. And I absolutely agree with some of the things that I heard. Like one of the women was saying, listen, fair's fair. There was a situation with Prince Andrew, and what did his mother do? She took away a lot of his responsibilities and so on and so forth. No, that was something, it didn't look good. It didn't reflect well on the monarchy.
Yeah. And also they had to pay a rather large amount.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And so in the one sense, you're punishing Prince Andrew, and then you invite another, as they call them, pedos.
Yeah.
Yeah, you invite him into the Buckingham Palace or White
The
House.
fact that he's flying around as a convict, he shouldn't be able to fly around.
I know.
But hey, listen, that banquet they had, $13 million and eaten like kings, and they charged the taxpayers. And you got top rich, very rich people there. Murdoch was even there.
Huh.
And you're going to charge the UK people $13 million for this fancy meal?
Yeah, to give in to a toddler.
Yeah.
You know, who's holding his breath and stomping his feet, saying, "I want to eat my cake. I want this. I want that." Yeah, please. I do admire the English for at least speaking up and being very vocal about.
They were very. They put that thing, but you know the UK had no choice but to arrest those people. But they probably didn't even spend 2 hours in jail. They just did a slap. They did it for the purposes of Trump knowing, sir, we've arrested those 4 varmints.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, exactly. So the other, what else did I want to take a look at here? As long as we're talking about Trump, we might as well stay on here. Okay. The judge in New York, Judge Stephen Merriday, has shut down Trump's, and he calls it superfluous, lawsuit against the New York Times, because the New York Times has been nasty and they've said some very horrible things about him. Yeah. So Trump is suing them for $15 billion. Well, part of the judge has given Trump 28 days to amend the complaint.
Well, it's those attorneys he has.
Yeah, of course.
They handed him a piece of crap.
Yes.
And Trump, of course, says, yeah, hand him the piece of crap. But now he'll talk trash about that judge. But
of course.
It was so people were saying on the news, they read his thing and they were laughing. It was so awful.
It was.
Everybody sort of knew the judge was going to throw it out.
Yeah. And part of what the judge said, and this, I thought this was cute. Part of the, what am I talking about? Yeah. Okay. The judge said a legal complaint is not protected platform to rage against an adversary.
Yeah.
So in other words,
he was raging,
which is what he does. He doesn't do anything but that.
I saw they're talking to Carrie Lake right now, interviewing her or something.
Oh.
And boy, they were digging into her. You know, you lost and then you claimed you didn't lose with no proof. And then you still to this day claim, and they said, you're a liar. Why would we believe one word you say?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's a good question. Someone just said, where's Dan Bongino?
Hold on.
He hasn't been around. Was he told to shut up and stand in the corner, or?
Could be. I'm trying to see where it is. Hey, Sherry. Well, okay. I'm not exactly sure where it is. Yeah, we're at 3,093 people.
Whoa! Thank you guys, and we just got a $20 super sticker from Susan. Thank you, Susan.
Yes, thank you, Susan. That is very kind and generous of you.
Okay. And let me tell you, we enjoy coming here. We enjoy. Absolutely. I love doing collabs. It's just sometimes I get so overwhelmed, but it's fun to do.
Yeah, I know. And I always look forward to it. And I love chatting with you because it's, never know which way the discussion is going to go, and that's all right.
Yeah.
Because it always ends up exactly where it should.
Like when I'm going to introduce someone new because they have something they want to introduce and they get worried, I said, I just go with the flow. I start thinking of questions as we go along, and they usually feel very relaxed and they answer the questions, and it's a good show.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think, we remember what it was like to do those first few videos on YouTube, and just we support new readers, we support each other, we do whatever we can to ensure that this community thrives and grows, and it's what we do.
Oh, by the way, I heard from Kim Copeland. She had surgery yesterday and she did real good.
Oh, perfect.
I'll have her in my prayers on Sunday, but she's doing really good. Yeah. It's a little nauseous. I hate being nauseous. Nothing's worse than being nauseous. I was nauseous with the first couple of months of my pregnancy.
No,
you can't stand the smell of food and stuff.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I think I didn't have a traditional pregnancy. Let's put it that way. I did not realize I was pregnant until I was well into the pregnancy. I think I was close to like 4 months.
Wow.
Before I realized, and that was they had me booked in for cancer treatment, actually, because I was told that I had cervical cancer. So I kept putting off going. And then the doctor called me in the office and said, okay, listen, we got to get this done, blah, blah, blah. We'll do one last series of blood work, and then we got to do this. And then I ran into him at the bank a couple days later, and he said, oh, hell. Yeah, congratulations, Mama. I was like, what? So I was about 4 months along when I found out I was pregnant. I was pregnant really for like maybe 3 months, and he was premature. So it felt like, congratulations, you're pregnant. What's going on? I'm in labor. Oh, here's a baby.
Yeah. Did you get the what you needed done for the cervical cancer?
After.
Yeah.
I did.
Thank you, Marianne, for the $24.99. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. This is this is something that I actually had on my list. And that, is the guy in custody for the shooting the actual shooter or a decoy? We kind of chatted about this beforehand. And my feeling
is only.
Yeah, exactly. That's,
But if you look online, there's some forensic pathologists, etc., that are on there. One guy even said, when John F. Kennedy was shot, do you remember how he brought his hands up?
Yes. That's
an automatic thing. That's not voluntary. That's something that your nervous system does. Thank you, Carmela. And they, if you notice, his arm went up, just like John F. Kennedy.
Yes.
But they said it didn't matter who would have been standing there. You could have had a team of surgeons and they wouldn't have been able to save him.
No.
But this guy has real doubts about that gun, how that kid could take. You don't see him with the gun coming down. He's got some doubts. There's doubts there, you guys. Yeah.
There's just some things just don't make sense. That he brought clothing so that he could change while he was on top of the roof. And he supposedly brought the gun in after he took it apart. And there were sections of it that he needed to take apart with a screwdriver. And so he brought a screwdriver to do that. Disassembled the rifle, got up on top, assembled it, then changed clothes again, disassembled the rifle, forgot to take the screwdriver with him, but was able to reassemble the gun later so that he could put it in a towel and put it in a bush while texting his boyfriend that, or texting someone that he had to go pick up the gun, or his old man was going to be really angry with him.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, there was something about that text thing that looks fake.
Yeah, it's just the conversation to me is not the way that today's 22-year-olds talk to each other.
No.
First, they don't talk in complete sentences, or
No.
text in complete sentences.
Yeah.
You know, they shorten their words, like, you know, instead of AREYOU, it's RU. This was no. There's something about
Well,
it.
and
Just
also the whole Netanyahu thing that he offered to bring him out to Israel and he refused. He
yes,
would not take his money. It just sounds like.
I know. Yeah. That was the other thing that I thought, why is Netanyahu involved in all
Oh, he
this?
had a little short press hearing that he was denying Israel was involved with the shooting. I guess he felt like he had to address that, huh?
Yeah, well, why would you if you had nothing to do with it? That,
Yeah.
you know, wouldn't it be duck off water off a duck's
I
back?
don't know if we'll ever quite know the truth. I'm not quite sure.
I know this, and yeah, Mossad. We
Yeah, and
can
I
just put
don't
it
know
up
about
there.
that kid's safety
Yeah.
in the jail. So I just let me look at him. What's his initials again? Something R. And
TR.
tell me about TR in jail for the for Charlie.
TR.
I've got hits from Charlie post death. I couldn't believe I did because it's awfully soon. But he was very shocked and very upset that he died. He didn't want to die. And he really has a lot of regrets, but he really loved those children and the wife. And by the way, my hit from him was that the wife wore the pants in the family. But he really, for the first time as a human being, knew what love felt like.
Yeah.
And he was very grateful for that.
Yeah.
I know he did terrible things, but I will tell you, he's really seeing the error of his ways. Now, let me look at this kid. What's the outcome for this kid?
Oh, I hope he's going to be.
He's not giving them anything.
No, he's not.
But he does have an attorney, correct? Or they're giving him an attorney.
Yes, yeah.
Which means his parents aren't going to help him, even though his dad got the $1 million fee.
Yes.
Reward.
Yes. That I don't like that. And
could he be offered a deal?
What'd you get? What is that? The lovers?
Yeah, the toasting of the cups.
Oh.
The two of no, it wasn't the lovers. It's the two of cups.
The two was okay. Two of cups. You know, they might offer him a deal. I don't know why he would take it. And it's like I said to you, if anything happens to that kid, this is going to be, you know, Kennedy,
speak loud and clear.
Oswald, Ruby all over again. And
yeah. Somebody wrote me and told me that that Bill Barr was not down at that jail the day before. And because Bill Barr was at some event and they have proof. And the guy that's told everybody that he knew what happened that night, who said he saw Bill Barr, he was a mafioso. Yeah. And he took back everything he said.
Yeah.
And my comment to him was, and this is my own, he can feel what he wants to feel. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course you want to get Bill Barr out of there. And of course they would set up something to make it look like he was at some event.
Yeah.
And I, honest to God, think it was, you know, it was a killing. And I'm going to tell you that the pathologist that the family hired said it looked more like a homicide, but they weren't able to get all the stuff from
Yeah.
the people that initially did it because they didn't want them to say it was a homicide. So right now it's still stamped as a suicide. But I'm telling you, from the
Yeah.
time it happened, I knew it
Yes.
was not a suicide. So,
Yeah.
or Harry
Yeah.
Carey, or whatever you call it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes you can't
Totally.
use that word either. But
Yes.
I
Yeah.
want you to know the government has a way of making things disappear because
Uh-huh.
Marilyn Monroe, they claim, committed Harry Carey.
Yes.
But yet, for the amount of drugs that was in her system and the fact there was no pills in her, and they said even that kind of amount of drugs would have caused a
Yeah.
swelling in her intestines. There was nothing in her stomach.
Yeah.
There's different stories. The son of the maid said she was in the pool room, all drugged out. They had injected her with something. So, but of course, you're not going to know. In fact, Robert Kennedy and his brother-in-law were pulled over
Yes.
by the California Highway Patrol. He saw them both. He gave them a ticket for speeding, but he knew they were there the night that she died. But oh no, they're going to stamp it how they want to stamp it, and that's it.
Totally.
Oh, and the
Exactly.
book is missing because
Yeah.
she was going to go and tell everybody everything. That's exactly what Epstein was doing. If
Yeah.
you better get me out of here, or I'm going to tell everybody everything.
Exactly. And that's Epstein was very much a narcissist. He looked out for number one. He looked out for himself. The one thing that narcissists don't do is they don't off themselves because they don't take responsibility for anything
No,
that they've done. Why would they hurt themselves? They're going to hurt everyone around them.
right.
So yeah, this
And then what
idea.
about the missing film? And what about the guards were gone? And
Yes.
there was just too much. It's like,
Yeah.
come on, you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Just like during the JFK assassination, where there was the magic bullet that kind of zigzagged and went around, and no,
But it
no.
just happens to be another guy goes in and shoots the original. But the girlfriend of Lyndon B. Johnson, I can get you guys the name of that book because I have it. There was a big YouTube show that she did before she died. She was in the room when Johnson was talking because Kennedy wasn't going to pick Johnson to be VP again.
Yeah.
Because he was very angry at him. And so Johnson was in trouble for money or some money issues.
Yeah.
And so I think he worked with others to get rid of Kennedy. It was weird.
Yeah. Didn't make sense. Didn't
No.
make sense. I'll tell you something. Okay. When talking about this TR 22-year-old, okay. I start off with the star. And I'm thinking, all right, so right now he is the center of attention. There's something, all that they're trying to focus a lot of attention on him and deflect from anything else that might be going on. There's people with the chariot making decisions on how they're going to proceed, what they're going to do next. And then the one that I don't like is the Five of Swords. And that, I think maybe they have not made a decision yet about this young man, but I think it could be just, like I say, JFK, Oswald, and Ruby all over again. And 75 years from now, people are still going to be trying to figure out exactly what happened. So But
so what's the name of those cards you got? Those are pretty.
These ones?
Yeah. No, the
The
other ones you have.
the other ones. They are the Gilded Tarot Royale.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're for all the decks of cards that I have, there's probably half a dozen that I go to all the time. The other ones I dust every
I have
once
so
in a
many
while.
cards. It's not even funny.
I know. I know. So before I forget, I did have a question, and before we go, I think maybe I should put up this lady's question, Martha. Um, she said, once the orange turd is out of office, will Vance keep Stephen Miller around?
I keep seeing them walking the plank. That's what I keep seeing. There's going to be so much trouble coming in, especially after midterms,
Yes.
that there's going to be hearings and hearings. Stephen Miller is in huge trouble.
Yes. Absolutely. Not it. It almost feels like it's not so much will Vance keep Miller around as will Miller keep Vance around. That could be the other question.
Right.
Um, but yeah, they're when when the dominoes start to fall, it is going to be mind-boggling how quickly these rats are going to turn on each other.
It's going to be something. But
It,
I can't help but wonder, is it because Trump gets taken out or Trump goes out feet first? I don't know which one it is, but it's almost like he's out of the picture.
mhm. I I agree with you on that one. I've tried really really hard to get a sense one way or the other about what happens to Trump.
Well, and I got to trust the first thing my guides told me. Way back when I first started, they kept showing, I had the dream of him in the coffin. And
Yeah,
also when he allegedly won this time, they told me, yeah, he's not going to be able to serve the whole 4 years. So
yeah,
he's going out at some point.
yes, yeah. That he is. That he is. Yeah, don't have to worry about a third term.
No, not at all.
No, he's not going to be doing that. It's just a matter of is he are we going to be able to witness his transition, or are we going to hear about it? Kind of like there was somebody who had written up, I think it was on TikTok, about yeah, at first you're not going to you're not even going to know what happened. You're just going to notice that something has changed, and you're going to hear car horns um, and noise out in the street, and you're going to check your phone and you're going to go, what? 40 text messages. That's how you're going to find out about, yeah, boom, he's gone.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not.
I just had a vision of Vance standing before the podium announcing that he's gone. Then I see us swearing in right away. But people hate him more than they even hate Trump, so he'll go down.
Yeah, he's not going to have a chance to unpack his luggage in the White House if that was the case. That was kind of what I've always gotten is, yeah, Vance would go in, but then be out.
And let me tell you something. These Congress people, between Netanyahu and Putin and Trump, they've got chains all over them. When those three are gone,
yes,
it's a horse of a different color.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That yeah, and when as soon as one of them goes, the other two follow very quickly behind. It's almost like they made a karmic deal that this is what we're going to do, right? Yeah. Hello, Trish James. Nice to see you here.
I used your cards on my show the other day. They were wonderful.
Yes. Yeah. And Trish is going to be on my channel tomorrow at
Oh,
8
listen, is she having trouble? I heard Australia can't mail into the United States.
I think that she worked on that and got it. I think she's got it sorted out.
Oh, good,
So,
good.
yeah, yeah, because you definitely want to get some of Trisha's decks because they are
I love
fabulous.
her decks. Absolutely. I always go back to that prediction deck, though. That's the one.
Yes.
That's
Yep.
the one I really like.
Yep. And yeah, I think we all have one or two that we just resonate with. That you
Yeah,
just
and
say,
I
yeah,
always
forget.
like the Morgan Greer, but I'm going to get the ones you just showed me. But I always go back to the Morgan Greer.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I've been using for 40 years.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you've I can't believe that you've been reading tarot for 40 years while you're just, you're just
1980, wait, 80s, 90s, 2010, 20. Yeah, 40 years.
wow.
I just turned 72.
Well, girl, you do not look 72. You
Thank
don't
you.
act like you're 72.
Well,
And
that's because I'm an ET. I came from a different place.
ah, that'll do it.
That'll do it.
That'll,
That's my story.
yes, yeah. And you're sticking to it.
I'm sticking to it.
Yeah. And Trish said, yeah, she said, we just opened back up on Monday. Let's hope it works.
Yay.
Wonderful. Excellent. Excellent. All righty.
Thank you,
Well,
guys.
my friend, we are at an hour and 1 minute, and I do not want to keep you
Oh, thank you.
longer
Yeah.
than that because I want you to come back.
Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah, an hour's about it for me. Otherwise,
Yes.
my rear starts hurting.
Yeah. Yeah. Not only that, but about
How
an
many
hour.
ended up in the room? How many ended up in the room?
Right now we've got 3670, 3,670.
Thank you, you guys. Thanks for coming.
Absolutely. Thank you for being
All right.
here. Thank you for all your support. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, not only to Linda's channel, but to my channel as well. And we'll definitely do this again. And we'll let you folks know when that is. All righty. Take care,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone.
Bye for now.